Are you thinking about moving to the Woodlands or Conroe, Texas? Well, today we're gonna take you on a tour of this amazing master plan community that's located right here in Conroe, Texas. It's called Grand Central Park. It's developed by Johnson Development Corporation, and it's one of the top-rated communities here in North Houston. Let's jump into today's tour. One of the cool things about this community is that it actually has history, where many other communities have just been old ranches or farms. Grand Central Park, prior to being developed by Johnson Development Company, was actually a Boy Scout camp. That's right, all 2,043 acres of Grand Central Park used to be called Camp Strake, and it was a Boy Scout camp since the 1940s, 1943 to be exact. So it was the Boy Scout camp for a long time, but the development company came in, purchased it from them, and have kept a lot of the cool details and characteristics of the area that make it feel special, kind of still having that camp feel. For example, right behind me is kind of the main pavilion of the community. And that actually used to be the main pavilion of the Boy Scout camp. Now Johnson, the development company, came and retrofitted it, and they added upgrades to it, spruced it up a little bit. But you're gonna continue to see some of these lakes that have been here for years. There's hiking trails that are crushed granite or still grass pathways that have been here for years and years. There's park benches that are original to the Boy Scout camp. So it's cool that they've redeveloped it as this amazing community for people to live in with awesome amenities and all this stuff, but they've also left those characteristics that make it feel kind of homier, and they don't want to lose the history. On all of our community tours, we want to make sure that we get in homes so you can see what type of house, what style, how much home you can get for your money. So we're going to jump in right now on the more affordable end of the budget in Highland Homes. Let's go check out this model house. So the first stop today is going to be in Weston Homes, and we're going to show you this amazing model home, but they're actually building right now anywhere from 1,600 square foot homes all the way up to about 2,600 square feet. Now prices are going to range anywhere from $375 all the way up to about $475. But this home and many of the ones that they're building are right at $400,000, $425,000 as we're making this video. So as you make your way into the house, there's gonna be a longer home on a little bit more narrow of a lot, but we've got wood floors here. Some might have tiles, some might have the luxury vinyl plank, but in the model, they upgraded to these nice wood floors. You've got tall ceilings in the formal dining space that lead to the upstairs, which we're gonna show you here in a second. But this large family room is kind of in the center of the home, right? We've made our way in, you're not quite to the kitchen yet, but you've got these great windows that let in a lot of natural light. So there's some good options depending on when you can catch the home to maybe do some of your own personal touches, and that's something that I really like about Highland. They also build in a larger section, so you can get a bigger house, but right now we wanna show you this because I think it's a really wow factor for the value here, kind of in this lower price point. So we get a large kitchen with a very big island here with quartz countertops, stainless steel appliances, pendants, cool upgrades, like even things like maybe there's a power right here, so a power outlet. You can put your phone charger or crock pot there, right? Good spot for a refrigerator, dishwashers there. You've got a walk-in pantry, which is really cool, full of boxes. It's probably what mine would look like because I'd be going to Costco so much because we're close to Costco. And the primary bedroom is going to be just behind me. Let's check that out. So the primary bedroom has tall ceilings. They've done some really cool accent wall here in the back that you could as well. There's a bay window out here where they punched out. You kind of get a little bit larger space, a good view of your backyard. Now these primary bathrooms in this price point, you get a lot. You get a walk-in shower, you get a soaking tub, you got double sinks, a walk-in closet, and a private toilet. So really, for a decently affordable home, $400,000, under $400,000, you get really nice tile, really nice fixtures, really nice cabinets. This is the perfect space for the owners. Now, let's go check out the upstairs space for the kids. As we make our way upstairs, I do want to point out that this floor plan actually has an office space on the first floor. Right next to it is a half bathroom for your guests. Very important these days to have both of those spaces because everybody's working from home and we need a little bit more space that we can shut doors, have a little privacy. Now, let's go check out the upstairs. Now, the downstairs is nice and cozy, but up here, you've got a great game room for either you and your guests or your kids. Plenty of room for a large couch, a great wall for a TV, maybe watch some movies. but a really good space that you could orient a lot of different ways for kids, for their toys, for a little study nook or something along those lines. Now, up here, we've got 3 bedrooms that share 1 bathroom. So in this house, you're getting 4 bedrooms and a study all in this for under $450, around $425, depending on the upgrades. To me, that's a great value, plus all the amenities you get here is great. Let's continue the tour. Real quick, and sorry to interrupt, but if you're getting value from these videos and you like our content, be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you're thinking about moving right here to North Houston, scan this QR code or click the link down below in the description. We would love to be your realtor whenever you move here. So if you're thinking about that, reach out, scan it. You can send me an email, you can book a quick consultation call, and we can talk about your move right here to Conroe or even the Woodlands, Texas. Thanks for your time. Let's get back to the video. Next up, let's talk about the amenities that you're gonna get here in Grand Central Park. So behind me is gonna be one of the main attractions. This is an 18-acre lake that you can use for fishing. It's kind of a members only, community members only fishing area. Now behind that is what's called the Grand Lake. It's 88 acres large. There's multiple different lakes throughout the community, really makes it feel unique, right? They're developed really well. There's Adirondack chairs laying around for you to be able to enjoy this space with your family. Now, kind of the hub and the main area of the community is where the fitness center and the splash pad and the amazing pool is gonna be, which is right next to the pavilion that we've talked about. This beautiful fitness center is gonna have the option for you to do cardio. It's got weights. There's even spaces for yoga classes and other fitness classes as well. Plus, the large space that overlooks the lake can be used as a event space, right? For HOA meetings or community meetings. Now, during the summer, one of the main attractions is gonna be the beautiful, amazing swimming pool, right? This pool it's got lap pools on it. There's splash pads. There's plenty of space for kids to play, for you to relax. And something that's cool about the area actually is they've got these enormous umbrellas. Now they're closed right now, but during the summer they expand very large so that you can make sure that you have a ton of shade for whenever it does get hot here in Texas. But it's a nice space to be able to hang out with your neighbors. Kids are playing in the water, and you've got a large parking lot and parks and everything around it very close by. As we've seen in many other communities, there's plenty of hike, bike, and walking trails. You've got a dog park here. And one of the great amenities about Grand Central Park is its location. Just outside of the community is gonna be a large shopping center where you've got your TJ Maxx, your Marshalls, you've got food, you've got everything that you might need right here. There's an HEB really close by. But we are minutes from the Woodlands. So no joke, 10 minutes south of us is gonna be the Woodlands Mall. So if you want to be in the Woodlands, but you want new construction, or you don't want the traffic of the Woodlands, Grand Central Park is going to be a perfect option for that. We're about 40 minutes away from the International Airport, and if you need to commute into Houston, we have great access to I-45 and all the toll roads as well. So the location is kind of a prime spot because you're located off the highway, you really can't hear any road noise, you're amongst nature, and you're next to some of the top-rated communities in all the nation. Our next stop for kind of the middle price point is going to be Perry Homes. This is a classic Texas builder that focuses on high quality construction and beautiful design. Let's go check out the home, but be sure to stick around because we've got the luxury homes later in the video, and we're going to be talking about schools here in just a second. So right whenever you walk in this Perry home, you're gonna notice a few different things. The first one is gonna be, we're actually on a 50-foot product. What that means is the front of the lot is 50 feet wide, and it's a 40-foot home. So you have 5 feet of easements on each side. So there's gonna be a little bit more space in this home, and the backyard's gonna be a little bit bigger too. But the price point's gonna go up, and we're gonna feel that in features and interior design elements that we're gonna show you. Now the first thing is right here to my right is the office. So you have French doors, you've got tall ceilings. The home is fully wired for surround sound. There's this great long foyer, an entryway with a recessed ceiling, kind of a nice touch as well. The wood look tile kind of pulls us into the home and leads us into the kitchen. Now, I like that this is in kind of the center of the house because you're gonna be spending the most amount of time right here. We've got tall cabinets, a big island. I like that people are starting to do this two-tone coloring between the island and the main cabinets. There's a walk-in closet, you've got a sink here, and you've got built-in bar seating. Builders these days are eliminating formal dining rooms, and I totally understand why, because we gotta make sure that we are putting square footage in the right space. And we see that here because you've got the eat-in breakfast bar and the actual dining space just next to it. So this is big enough if you wanted to put a true dining table or just the breakfast area. You've got some nice windows next to you to let in some natural light for that space. It's good for entertaining, and it's gonna be right next to your large living room. Now, you can see through those windows in the back, there's actually a covered porch back there for you to enjoy the outdoor space. Where you're gonna notice some of the square footage as the owner of the home is gonna be in the primary bedroom. Compared to our last stop, this is where we get a little bit more square footage and a little bit higher end finishes. Now again, we've got tall ceilings, big windows that let in natural light, but some beautiful curtains. You've got a great, large size room for beds, nightstands, dressers, a good spot for a TV. And behind me, you're gonna see that great, cool, barn sliding door with a large walk-in shower, a large soaking tub, double basin sinks, a big walk-in closet, plenty of space, and they didn't overlook any detail here in the primary suite. So this model home is actually a 3-bedroom floor plan, and you've got in the center of the home the 2 secondary bedrooms and a secondary bathroom that services the bedrooms and your guests as well. So really what they're building in this 50-foot product is actually a lot larger than this. A lot of their 1-story homes start at over 2,000 square feet and go up to 2,700 square feet, and you're looking at just about up to $500,000 for those larger ones. Now they do offer 2-story floor plans as well. Those can get up and over 3,000 square feet, and you're looking about $550,000 depending on the size, the selections, the lot even, where it's located for homes like this. Something I love about Perry is that you get a little bit more options if you chose to do a ground up construction, right? You can pick out your countertops, you can pick out your flooring, you can pick out your backsplash so that it feels very personalized to you. Sometimes in the more affordable homes, it's really just what they've already selected or you don't get the options at all. But in this home, you can see selections matter. They really make you feel like you're at home. Now, let's talk about the schools that Grand Central Park is zoned to. So if you're thinking about moving to the area, you might be moving with your family. And of course, one of the questions we get all the time from people is, what are the schools like? So here in Grand Central Park, you are in Conroe, and you are zoned to the Conroe Independent School District. Now, this is a nationally ranked school district. It's awesome. Same school district that runs the Woodlands High School, College Park High School, and many others in the community. So you're gonna be going to Wilkerson Elementary, Cryer Intermediate, you got Pete Junior High, and of course, Conroe High School. So down below, we're gonna have a link to niche.com where you can look at school ratings and you can evaluate for yourself. But just know that all the families that we've helped move here and our past clients love this community. It's filled with kids. There's lots of great kids going to schools close by, and they love it. So check it out for yourself, but just know that you're like-minded whenever you're moving here with other families. Now, before I give you my final thoughts and some extra details about Grand Central Park, I wanna take you on one more tour. This is gonna be at the top end of the budget, and it's Drees Custom Homes. Now, it's just sub-custom. You've got an awesome opportunity to be able to make your selections, and you're gonna notice that with the higher quality finishes inside. Let's go check out the floor plan and talk about what you can get with Drees Homes. To start off, one of the reasons why I love Drees is that their kind of standard home just feels a little bit more contemporary than some of the other builders. You're gonna see that in the way that they design their windows and their elevations and their front doors. Plus, you're gonna also notice just the higher end finishes that we've got here. So to start us off, we've got this show-stopping office right here. So you've got, again, the double doors with the glass in them. You can shut this, have your meeting. I like the blue, it's a really fun color. And all throughout the first floor is gonna be these wood floors. So they're a light white oak color, and we've got larger hallways, taller ceilings, so the home just has more air, and you can definitely feel that it's a little bit larger. So Drees is gonna be able to build anywhere from 2,600 square feet all the way up to 3,800 square feet. Prices are gonna range anywhere from the low fives all the way up to $700,000, again, depending on the lot or interior finishes you have. So now we've arrived in the center of the house. The ceiling goes up a little bit higher. You've got lots of great high-end finishes. And really, we're gonna stop here for a second. We're gonna turn the camera this way. This is what I'm talking about. If you have a home like this, you want to be able to entertain. You got a built-in wine fridge, wine racks, a beautiful spot to display your glassware, maybe some of those china plates that you only pull out a couple times throughout the year, right? Here in the kitchen, we've got a lot of great features as well. Again, they're really coming in strong with the blue. And actually, I love this island. It's real simple. There's not a ton going on there, but it's a nice statement piece, right? We've got the brass and the white and the farmhouse sink here with these kind of really cool pendants hanging above that illuminate everything. So you've got like a marble backsplash here with some nice brass inlay. We've got higher end appliances. So instead of like a range, you've got a dedicated 5-burner cooktop. That's gonna be, you know, some of the small differences between the product sizes. You've got double ovens instead of just one oven and a microwave. You get both of them. A built-in fridge instead of it standing out a little bit more. Now behind me is what we have the pantry and what we call the appliance garage. It's a good spot to put your microwave, put your blender, put your toaster, so they're not out in this space where whenever you're entertaining, your guests don't always see them. So right here, you can totally see there's a Keurig and more spots to display dishes and things that you're gonna need to grab quickly. Plus behind that is gonna be your pantry. Like I said, Drees feels a little bit more contemporary and you can definitely feel it with their selections they've made and their style of furniture, stuff like that. So we've got a really cool kind of center chandelier here that feels a little mid-century modern, and it kind of leads you to look at the beautiful tiled fireplace. So you've got a gas log fireplace that we haven't really seen in any other one yet, but then you've got this awesome kind of focal point of the tile that leads your eyes up to the ceiling, where we've got now a beautiful wooden beam at the top. So because this is a nicer home and a larger home, we have a bigger vaulted ceiling out here, and we're actually gonna go check out the backyard here in a second because you actually have the space to do it. This is a smaller model home, but getting up to almost 4,000 square feet, you can imagine how big those homes feel, and for about $700,000, that's a lot of value. So this next feature is a little controversial, and I want you to let me know what you think down in the comments. They actually have, since this is a first one-story house, they actually have the media room on the first floor, but it's becoming a little more popular nowadays where the media room is actually next to the kitchen or next to the dining room, as opposed to upstairs on the second floor. What do you think down below? Let me know. Do you think media rooms should be on the first floor or on the second floor? Let me know, and I'd love your feedback. Look at how big this primary bedroom is. Just kidding. This is actually your primary closet. It's so big, it definitely could be a bedroom. I mean, you've got 2 stories of hanging space, but let's go actually check out the real bedroom. Now, this definitely feels like luxury. You've got a coffered ceiling, it's recessed, it's got this cool geometric design, 2 tones, the beautiful wood floors, a great view of your backyard. It doesn't stop here, and Drees continues to impress. Again, king-size bed, nightstands, plenty of room in here for you to feel secluded in the back of the home. It's private, it's elevated. I love this space, and I love it even more, and you are too whenever you see the primary bathroom. Now, you're gonna notice a big difference here. You got a lot more room, that's the starter. The second one is that your primary sinks are gonna be on 2 different sides. Instead of 2 next to each other on the same panel, you actually get 2 separate vanities. Now there's a private toilet, the biggest walk-in shower that we have seen, beautiful herringbone pattern, and that's what I'm talking about whenever you get to make certain design selections. They got to choose the tile floor here. They got to make sure that there was an accent, you know, herringbone pattern behind of a different tile, plus the enormous closet that we already mentioned. Not only do we have vaulted ceilings in the house, but we actually get them here on the back patio too. So you've got extra green space in this home. Now again, remember, this is a 1-story house, so it actually takes up more land on the footprint of the lot. So you get a 2-story home, you actually have an even larger backyard where you could install a pool and things like that. You've got ceiling fans, speakers. There's actually a gas line that you can install where after the fact you can have a gas grill, or you can install a whole nice, you know, summer kitchen with a wine fridge and a beer fridge and things like that for your pool whenever you're hosting people outside. It's great to be able to have a space like this on the outside of your house where you can entertain, hang out with the kids, or, you know, whenever the weather's nice, like it is right now, to be able to have dinner outside even. Down in the comments, let me know what you thought about these different homes and the different floor plans. At the end of the day, there's actually still a lot of options for you to choose from at really affordable prices here in Grand Central Park. Plus, you've got all the amenities, the great school, the amazing location. So what'd you think? Would you move to Grand Central Park? What were some of the things that you liked about this community or something that you wish it had? Down below is gonna be a link where you can schedule a call with our team if you're thinking about moving right here to Conroe or the Woodlands, Texas. Thanks for your time. We'll see you on the next video.